Story 1. The Haunting of St. Margaret's Hospital. St. Margaret's Hospital stood as a haunting monument to its former glory. Once a beacon of healing, it now lay abandoned and decrepit, its halls filled with the eerie echoes of forgotten lives. Only whispers remained, carried by the wind that whispered secrets between broken windows and rusted metal. Olivia Thompson, a seasoned paranormal investigator with a penchant for unraveling mysteries, received an anonymous tip about the hospital's lingering spirits. Intrigued, she gathered her equipment and set forth to uncover the truth. As she approached the crumbling facade, a chill ran down her spine, and she knew that this investigation would be unlike any other. Stepping through the hospital's entrance, Olivia found herself in a dimly lit foyer. The air felt heavy with a sense of despair, and shadows danced on the peeling wallpaper. She activated her EVP recorder and ventured deeper into the darkness. Suddenly, a voice whispered, "Help them." Olivia's heart skipped a beat as she followed the ethereal sound. The voice seemed to lead her to a long-abandoned maternity ward. As she entered the room, she felt an otherworldly presence. The apparition of a woman, dressed in a nurse's uniform, materialized before her. "I am Matilda, the matron of St. Margaret's," the ghostly figure murmured. "These halls hold the souls of the forgotten, trapped in their suffering. You must bring them peace." Intrigued by Matilda's plea, Olivia delved into the history of St. Margaret's Hospital. She discovered that it had been built in the late 1800s, renowned for its innovative treatments and compassionate care. However, rumors of unethical experiments and neglect began to tarnish its reputation. Olivia sought out former employees and patients who still lingered in the nearby town. Their stories confirmed the hospital's dark past. Tales of unmarked graves, mistreatment, and the anguished cries of patients haunted the community. It became clear that the hospital's haunting was a result of the suffering it had witnessed. Equipped with her newfound knowledge, Olivia returned to St. Margaret's Hospital, determined to provide solace for the trapped souls. Through her investigations, she discovered a peculiar room tucked away in the basement, a forgotten space that seemed to emanate an intense energy. Olivia believed it to be a portal, a gateway to the residual energy that kept the spirits bound. With the help of a local psychic, she devised a plan to open the portal and release the trapped souls into the light. As Olivia and the psychic prepared the ritual to open the portal, they sensed a growing presence within the hospital. The spirits, long silent, began to manifest in the corridors. Shadows flitted through the darkness, whispering their stories of anguish and seeking redemption. With trembling hands, Olivia chanted the incantation, calling upon the forces that could break the chains holding the souls captive. The room quivered with energy, and a blinding light enveloped the hospital, sweeping through each room and corridor. As the blinding light subsided, Olivia opened her eyes to find herself standing in a transformed hospital. The air was no longer heavy with despair but carried a sense of peace and renewal. The walls that were once crumbling had been restored, and the flickering lights had become warm and inviting. Confused yet hopeful, Olivia stepped forward, exploring the corridors she had previously treaded with caution. To her surprise, the hospital had been revitalized, not as a place of illness and suffering, but as a center for art therapy and healing. Paintings adorned the walls, capturing the essence of emotions, while soothing melodies resonated from hidden corners. Artists and therapists bustled about, their enthusiasm contagious. Patients, both young and old, engaged in creative expression, finding solace and healing in the very spaces that were once haunted. Olivia couldn't help but be moved by the transformation she had inadvertently set in motion. As Olivia explored the revitalized hospital, she encountered Sarah, a young woman whose spirit had been crushed by the weight of her past. Sarah had been one of the patients trapped in the hospital's haunting grip, her voice lost in the whispers of the forgotten. Curiosity and compassion filled Olivia as she listened to Sarah's story. She had been a victim of abuse, her voice silenced by fear and trauma. Street Margaret's Hospital had become a sanctuary for her healing, where the ghosts of the past had found peace and purpose in aiding others on their journey to recovery. United by a shared understanding, Olivia and Sarah formed an unlikely bond. Together, they embarked on a mission to shed light on the truth of St. Margaret's Hospital and raise awareness about the importance of mental health and healing. As news of the hospital's transformation spread, the community rallied around the cause. Former patients and staff came forward, sharing their stories of hope and redemption. The once abandoned and haunted hospital became a symbol of resilience and renewal, a attracting visitors from far and wide. Olivia and Sarah organized an exhibition within the hospital, showcasing the artwork created by patients and the stories of those who had found solace within its walls. The echoes of the past mingled with the whispers of recovery, inspiring others to confront their own struggles and seek healing. The legacy of St. Margaret's Hospital continued to grow, extending beyond its physical boundaries. Funds were raised to establish mental health programs and support services in the community, ensuring that individuals in need would have access to resources for their journey to healing. Olivia, Sarah, and the community worked tirelessly to dismantle the stigma surrounding mental health, opening up conversations and providing a safe space for individuals to share their stories. The haunted hospital had become a beacon of light, shining a path toward healing for all who sought it. As the years passed, St. Margaret's Hospital remained a symbol of transformation, reminding everyone that even the darkest of places can be reclaimed and repurposed for healing and growth. The echoes of its haunting past had become whispers of redemption, etched into the very fabric of its renewed existence. Story 2. Spectral Shadows, The Curse of Mercyfield Hospital. In the small town of Oak Ridge, the once grand Mercyfield Hospital stood as a looming, dilapidated structure. Its crumbling walls and broken windows whispered tales of a dark curse that had befallen the place. Intrigued by the local legends, Sarah Collins, a young journalist with a thirst for the supernatural, embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the haunting shadows of Mercyfield. During her investigation, Sarah stumbled upon an aged diary that belonged to Emily Turner, a former nurse at Mercyfield Hospital. The diary contained cryptic entries about a mysterious patient who had been the center of an experiment gone wrong. As Sarah delved deeper into Emily's accounts, she learned of the patient's name, Nathaniel Blackwood, and his tragic fate. Driven by her curiosity, Sarah delved into the archives of Oak Ridge's Historical Society, unearthing the chilling history of Mercyfield Hospital. She discovered that Nathaniel Blackwood had been a young man admitted to the hospital in the late 1800s, suffering from an unknown ailment. The hospital's renowned physician, Dr. Jonathan Reed, had conducted radical treatments on Nathaniel, attempting to cure him, but his efforts resulted in catastrophe. As Sarah explored the decrepit hallways of Mercyfield Hospital, she sensed a peculiar energy lingering within its walls. Whispers of forgotten souls echoed through the corridors, urging her to uncover the truth and lift the curse that bound them. Guided by her intuition, Sarah discovered a hidden chamber deep within the hospital, a portal to the spirit realm. Sarah summoned her courage and stepped into the portal, finding herself transported to a realm caught between the living and the dead. There, she encountered the tormented spirits of Mercyfield, trapped in a perpetual state of anguish. She met Nathaniel Blackwood himself, a specter haunted by the pain inflicted upon him. As Sarah spent more time in the spirit realm, she unraveled the true nature of the curse that plagued Mercyfield Hospital. An ancient entity, known as the Shadowed One, had preyed upon the hospital, feeding on the suffering and despair of both the living and the deceased. Its dark presence had tainted the very essence of the building, trapping the spirits in eternal torment. Determined to free Mercyfield from the malevolent entity's grip, Sarah sought the assistance of an enigmatic paranormal researcher, Professor Alexander Hartley. Together, they devised a plan to confront the Shadowed One and restore peace to the hospital. In a climactic showdown, Sarah and Professor Hartley faced off against the Shadowed One in the spirit realm. Armed with ancient rituals and their unwavering resolve, they challenged the entity's dominance, determined to break its hold over Mercyfield Hospital once and for all. Through a fierce struggle, Sarah and Professor Hartley managed to weaken the Shadowed One's grip on Mercyfield Hospital. As its influence waned, the spirits found solace and began to move on, finally liberated from their agonizing existence. The curse that had plagued the hospital for decades was slowly lifted. With the curse lifted, Mercyfield Hospital underwent a remarkable transformation. The broken windows were repaired, and the once darkened corridors were bathed in light. The hospital became a place of healing, attracting medical professionals who dedicated themselves to helping those in need. Sarah's journey and the redemption of Mercyfield Hospital became a legendary tale in Oak Ridge. The town embraced the hospital's newfound purpose, recognizing the importance of confronting the darkness that lurks within and finding hope amidst despair. Years later, Sarah's investigative articles and the legacy of Mercyfield Hospital became a symbol of resilience and the triumph of light over darkness. The spirits who had once suffered found peace, their stories etched into the history of a town that refused to be consumed by fear.